Hey everyone, welcome back. It is July 25th, July 26th for Raj. He's out there covering the Olympics right now. Hey Raj, I see fire cars in the back. Fire
Yes.
cars. What are you doing there?
This is just across the street from my hotel. Not an emergency.
Oh,
Everything's fine, or so we think. This
okay.
is
I was getting
a
worried.
very clean fire department. Everywhere in Tokyo is clean. What's interesting, Abby, when the fire trucks go around town here, they have their lights on. So you think, oh my gosh, what's going on? But it just indicates they're working. If it's an emergency, then they have their
Oh,
sirens on, so you can hear it at that point. But when they drive around town, lights are flashing. Right now, this guy's just parked for now.
that's an interesting distinction as opposed to in the US. It's both. There, it's just, the lights are on constantly. So has it been really loud? Because you're saying it's in front of the hotel. No.
I haven't heard sirens or police sirens or any sirens. I've heard it once anywhere in Tokyo. I mean, a city of 14 million and 37 million in the surrounding area. I've heard sirens once in my 8 days here. It's
Wow.
incredible. And you know
Wow.
what? This is really cool. We talk about how clean it is, but it's also so safe. Unfortunately, in the Bay Area, it's hard for women might feel uncomfortable to walk alone at night or even during the day with their phone in their hand or anything. Here, women are walking at all times of the day, all times of the night,
Oh,
phones in their hand. It's just really like, it just kind of takes you back to years ago in the Bay Area when we were able to do that. But
when
now
it
it's,
was
it's
really
different.
safe.
So I really appreciate the safety and the vibe here in Tokyo.
Wow, fantastic. Fire trucks, that's what they're called. Had a little brain fart there. Okay, so let's talk about last night for you. We watched the game earlier today, but we know that Team USA lost to France. You were there. Let me put up some footage of you watching there. How was that, Raj?
Well, it was supposed to be really cool, right? I get to see Team USA. I had great seats. It's a totally empty arena, of course, maybe a couple hundred of us, support staff and journalists watching. And, USA was winning, and I was thinking, okay, ho hum, they'll beat France, no problem. And then all of a sudden, they didn't beat France, and there was a problem. Um,
Mm.
it's pretty cool because this is a global game,
Yeah.
basketball, and the world is catching up. No longer is it just Team USA and everyone else. Now you got France, you got Australia, you got Spain, you got all these great countries that are balling,
Yeah,
and it's fun
literally.
to watch. They are
Yeah.
balling.
Oh, wow. But I did see on your Twitter there that Team USA is still in contention for gold. So they're not out yet.
No, they're not out. I spoke with Draymond Green after the game. You see a photo there. In fact, it's pretty cool. The players here in the Olympics have an option. Any Olympian, they can stop in what's called the mix zone. That's where all the journalists are lined up. So there's a
Oh,
bunch of us lined up. And after a loss like that, right, first loss for Team USA since 2004 at the Olympics, after a loss like that, all the players just walk by. Coaches, players, nah, we don't want to talk to any reporters. I got handed to Draymond Green though.
wow. He talked to
I said,
you.
Draymond, yeah, he would look over, said, hey, NBC in San Francisco, the Bay Area. He stopped, said, hey man, how you doing?
Wow.
And he gave us just some really good insight about how this is a global game. We need to get better, meaning the Americans, and they can't just be lazy. They got to keep working. So I appreciate what Draymond did, just the time he spent, and it's cool being a local guy because he
Yeah.
sees a familiar face,
Hmm.
and he stopped to chat.
And
So
he
so
gives you
that
the
was
time.
cool. And yeah, and he also said, just what, it's still an honor to be here to play for your country. A lot different, a lot bigger weight on your shoulders than just playing for the Warriors or the NBA. So it was nice to chat with Draymond. They're still alive though, Abby. They'll be fine, but
Yeah.
they got to work.
They got to work a lot. Okay, so, shifting gears here, more stuff on your social media. So I saw on your Instagram stories that you were grabbing some food as per usual. It looks like I feel like I already kind of know the area that you're in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm there with Raj. Um, but listen, this has nothing to do with food. What I'm curious about is have you been picking up on any Japanese? Like any Japanese, the language itself. Like, do you know how to say besides konnichiwa? I know you told me that last time because you hear it on like
Chachi
on the streets. What does that mean?
Chachi Wado. Chachi Wado.
What does
What's
that
up,
mean?
dude?
Chachi wado?
Yeah, Chachi Wado. What's up, dude? It's a casual, hey, how you doing?
Wow.
You don't say that to your
To the
elders
people
or
older,
people,
yeah.
that are above you. You just kind of say it to me and you, to your buddies, if you're having a beer, whatever, Chachi Wado. And
Chachi
from
wado.
what I understand, No one's punched me yet, but that's kind of a, hey, what's up, dude?
Raj, don't go saying it to the wrong people. No, but I know that they're really strict about, not necessarily strict, but it's a cultural thing. I mean, you respect your elders, anyone that's older than you, not just necessarily someone that's older. It's just, older than you. So that's cool. Okay, I
That's
forgot it
how I grew
already.
up, and Chachi Wado.
Chachi Wado. That's how you grew
Yeah,
up?
and you know what? Respecting your elders, that's the way I grew up. I believe in your family, you grew up that way too. I mean, I think that's a global thing. That's just not here in Japan, but it's just more pronounced here in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so you've been doing a lot of sightseeing. I don't think it's been purposeful sightseeing. It's probably when you go back to the hotel. But here is the Tokyo Skytree. That looks like a beautiful building. Any other buildings that have caught your eye?
The Tokyo Tower. By the way, the Skytree is the second tallest structure in the world, behind the Burj Khalifa
Wow.
in the Middle East. So it's cool. Yeah, my sightseeing, Abby. Come on, don't tease me like that. My sightseeing is in an NBC van where I just say, "Hey." I mean, remember, I'm in a
This
fish
is
tank.
it.
I'm a fish in a fishbowl here, just
Um,
waiting to get out, seeing all this great city around me. But guess what? 6 more days, and I am off of
August
quarantine, and
1st.
I can hit the town. But there are great sites: the Rainbow Bridge, the Tokyo Tower, the Sky Tower, the Sky Tree. Excuse me. There are some amazing sites here.
That looked beautiful. That's a beautiful looking, and it was lit up, with all these colors. So pretty. Have you been making an itinerary ready for August 1st?
Oh my! I'm like a kid in a candy store. Yes, Shibuya Crossing, which is the busiest intersection in the world. The
Okay.
Shibuya District, which is a lot of nightlife and little cafes. I'm gonna do a ceremonial Japanese tea.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna go to the big Buddhist temple here, and then I'm just gonna go to one of the little local bars and just have a beer
Have a good
and
time.
sake with the people. Yeah,
I
just hang out
cannot
with the people.
cannot wait for August 1st, Raj. I'm going to be glued to your social media. I can't wait for you. All right, Raj, great talking to you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, bye, Abby.
Bye.